That's why he put the mission is improve I'm wrong. You can. So what he did is he used his way, his mission, and his destiny, and he tried to showing his opinion. So it's good because when you're talking with people, then you understand what's the problem, what they need. It's more understanding. So what he do is he make the whole American young people unite together, because all these young people in the world, I think they face the same problem. Is they hardly to have family, they hardly to raising their kids, and they just totally lost. But no one come out to help these young people to understand what happened with this world, or what happened with our thinking. So I think Charlie Kirk, he did very good things. That's why I really like pub realm. And since I was studying in the school in 70s, because that time our school is encourage us to have the pub realm. We separate two group, and with one topic and one on another side. So we will had it's quite good judging. So I think even now I still remember that. I love that because I feel that feeling is make me feel I belong to the team.
Mm-hmm.
We can work together for something, but after that it's gone. So people will be less communicate, or they avoid the challenge or
Sharing the
judging because they're scared. They don't want to make conflicts. So that's why they will silent you. They just silent you with all kind of things, like political right, all these kind of things. That kind of things, it's make people confusing with what is right, what is wrong. A lot of people don't have this view. What is wrong? You're killing a people in public definitely is wrong. You're hurting people. You're hurting their family.
You know what, Freda? People, the normal people only know the winning and the losing now. They only focus on the who is winning, who is losing, right? They don't care about the wrong and right, just like you said. And I think Charlie Kirk proved that is always improvement room for the human being, right?
That's true. So that's why also the Emmanuel Kant also, he said the two things fill me with constantly increasing admiration and awe, and the starry heavens without, and the moral law within. So I remember we did had one talking about the five element moral. So actually that's important. Even in China, traditional, and we totally lost because no one mentioned that. But it's really important, because if you want a society running good, you need each good people. Then the whole society will be humble, love, and unite. So that's very important. But now it's become less important. And anytime if you say that, and some people will jump out and say that's rubbish. I just don't understand. What is rubbish? Yes. So that's why I sometimes will watch the Charlie Kirk's talk, because he will go through one question by another question. So it will make people get their point to understand what they're talking about.
That's true.
So that's why I made one. Last time I made one is calling the change in all things. So it's about the five element. So the five element is wood, fire, soil, metal, and water. So today we use Charlie Kirk's one. So I already posted on the message side.
Yeah.
So we can see. So one is a yellow picture. So I put this five moral. So we just go through with Charlie Kirk. So because we don't know his time to born, but because he did showing he's quite hot, the passion, helpful to others, humble, and this is something like a fire. So it's bit like you respect the people, you're very polite. And so that's why I think he probably is born in the fire time. So they only had three choice. So it's like it's dragon time. It's because they had a young fire, and then it's snack time and lunch time, the horse time. So today I only choose 2 because it's a bit hard because we can't find what time he's born.
Mm-hmm.
But we just generally talk a little bit. And I was a bit surprised. I find, and he is a young soil fate owner. Because we did talk about the young soil fate owner before, is the vice president.
Events.
We did talk about he is like a mountain. But for Charlie Kirk, and I use the Himalaya light. I think he's more like a tidal flame because he's more like a Himalaya mountain, very high to shining. They had a light there, shining people. So that's what I feel is imaging for me is like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have check the, we may use the 3 line because we're not sure he's like a time bomb. But I just use the major is 3 line. And at the 3 one, and I find that he already got a 3 soil. So actually his soil is very strong. So he had a we call the fat owner and then he's born in the dog month. So the dog is a month we call Xu, and this also is soil. Then he's born in the dragon day. So dragon is a soil. So he already had a 3 soil.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit clear. Then on the heavenly stone, we did talk about the Gui. It's in water. We did talk about Mike Rubio and Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. And also we did talk about the young water we call Ren. And we did talk about Stephen Bannon. So he got in water and young water. Then the year he born is rooster. Do you know the rooster? Actually, I had a friend before, and he's also a rooster, is a man. And actually, I find that the rooster man and really talkative. And it's a bit like if you had a rooster, you ever had a rooster at home, or you can feel a rooster like to look after others, and they bit talkative, active. They morning get up early. They make everybody should get up, and then sometimes they even demonstrate the hens how to lay an egg. But what I need mentioned is here is called mental water. So what mental water mean? In the whole universe, without water, nothing can grow. Every you need past generation. Water is the most essential element. If without water, it's not possible to have a life. But in mental, the rooster is a bit like a mineral. So you just think like if you go to see our human body, and a lot of people talk about to drink castor salt water. Why? Because they have over 80 different kind of mineral in the salt. So the mineral water is the best water to give everything to grow. So for water, when we talk about the water, we will much better the wisdom, knowledge, creativity, something like that. So if you had a water friend, the person, a water friend, you will find that they really like to ask a question. Why is that? They will dig the things one, then another one. They try to find what happened. And so that's the water showing the people. So when people had the wisdom is water, and it will make them give other people feeling like they're quite smart people. Because they had a lot of creativity. They're very clever and very flexible. And another thing is in water and young water. Then the in mental, what it look like, it's like if you go to a bartender, then you probably will like to make like a cocktail because they mix with this alcohol, that little bit, and that's also is showing you the water like that. They will put that idea. You know what Charlie Kirk, he put the Christian, the God, this idea with the political together. They will make creative like that. Once people had these three elements, they very easy to create something. Just like you have this wisdom and with this smart way, and you can think like that. So for him, one is like that. So he got this for three. So it's quite good because it's better. You got so many mineral water, and you at this mountain for the year you born is like the in water, and with the rooster is a little bit cooling. So you can imagine if you are Himalayan mountain, what it will look like. It's a bit like snow. It's a bit outside, a bit of the snow water. Then you got another side, maybe is a waterfall. It's coming. And all this is on your mountain one side. So the image could be like when he's sitting at the school and so many people around him. That's the same image. When we learning this, we need to have imagination about the imaging. So what this person's imaging showing you this element, how it working. So the water, one is we can say, because the water and for men, and especially is the soil, because the soil can charge the water. So what it's showing is he will have a lot of lady fans. A lot of girls will like him because he will be the fan of the girl female part more than male part. That's the imaging we can show. But of course, you can see he's humble the whole like a mountainside, the little water, maybe snow or the snow side water, or in the mountain that had some water come from the creek. Or then you had the waterfall. So that's the whole imaging of that. So that's why we can see so many people come to him because he made his the image is maximum. For some people, maybe he got some business, got a lot of lady girl support. Or if you just doing, I just say, for example, if Charlie Kirk is only small business person, so he probably had a shop. Then the shop had a lot of customer, and especially girl lady customer. They like to come to this shop, something like that. So you can make this, if everyone had your own bazi, but you can make this imaging big as you can. But you also can make this imaging small as you can. Why? Because maybe you only got a family member with you. You are not a social person. You don't want to go out because you are in the country. It's like that. The environment not allowed you to doing things like that. And for him, because he live in America, so we always say American dream is big. So in America, they will encourage people to have a big dream. So that's why we had most big manufacturing, the good stuff or things. It's all created by American people. Why? Because their government, their environment, they encourage people had big dream. That's why Charlie Kirk's big dream make his the element is make me feel the imaging is like a Himalayan mountain. And then he hold a light there, like a Himalayan mountain. They had a light there, shining there. So people look forward to these caster things. And so that's what I feel it's imaging look like.
Okay.
So that's all this element we talk. Then the only thing is I add up the fire. Why I choose the snake time is because sometimes I feel I did compare the time born with horse and time born with snake, and actually the fire is different. Like if you want to make active, make other people become active and warm heart, usually is snake.
Oh.
Because the snake is the fire. It's like a little dragon. They goes along like a fire. You not only just one spot. True, you go faster. It's just like a dragon go. So that's why I feel quite possible is this snake time. And but if horse time, it's more connect with moves. The horse is riding jumper. It's something like that. But that had a warm heart as well. But I just feeling like possible, but also could be possible is also the horse time. But it doesn't matter. We just focus on this three parts. So that's the one thing I want to mention.